It's 1959, and Fidel Castro has taken hold of the Cuban nation. Wages are rising and the urban rents are falling. It seems as though the Cuban economy is at an all-time high. We're now getting word that the communist statesman Anastas Mikoyan is visiting the Cuban Republic to meet with Fidel Castro. Let's see what they have to say.
Me llamo Castro. Y yo voy a ir a la playa a jugar.
I'm Soviet comrade. You want some oil?
Sí, amigo. ¿Qué tienes?
So let's make some business.
¿A dónde vas? ¿A la playa?
It seems like the Soviet Union is giving Cuba 300,000 tons of Soviet crude oil. The president doesn't look happy about this one, folks.
The spread of communist influence, until it now festers only 90 miles from the coast of Florida. The humiliating treatment of our president and vice president.
Now it seems that the Soviet Union and China are both picking up the slack from the U.S. and Cuban sugar trade. We're getting word from the Cuban people that Che Guevara is about to speak on behalf of the Cuban government. Let's listen.
My name is Che Guevara. For too long, Cuba has been dependent on sugar. We must diversify or we shall die.
¿Qué dijiste, amigo? No. Amigo, vamos a ir a la playa y vamos a jugar con juegos. Viva la revolución.
I must go to Africa now.
Now we see the great Cuban people working hard for their country. And look, even the great leader Castro comes. But uh-oh, looks like the sugar market is falling. It's now 1968, and Cuba is in its worst financial situation yet.
Hi, comrade. No more fuel and gas for you.
¿Vamos a la playa?
Yes.
No!
Sorry.
Mi hamburguesa.
I,
Bueno.
farewell to your economy.
¿A dónde vas con mi marita? ¿A dónde vas? Oh, mis huevos. Oh, ¿qué vas a hacer? ¿Qué vas a hacer? Mi marita está con ese chingadero.
With Cuba in so much debt to the Soviet Union, they were forced to turn to Soviet economic advisors to decide on how they would transform their economy.
Hola, amigo.
Comrade, we want to decentralize and industrialize Cuba.
Sí, sí, bate, bate, chocolate.
More money.
Sí, sí, tu pelo rojo, sí, sí, sí.
With that, it seemed like the Cuban government was off to a great start again. However, Castro had other ideas for the Cuban economy and soon switched it back to command control.
Buenas noches. Soy Castro. Me siento bendecido por servir el estado de la Florida en el estado de Estados Unidos. Quiero felicitar al presidente Obama por el convenciendo el segundo mandato. Esta noche tengo el honor de responder a su discurso sobre el estado de la Unión. En nombre de mis colegas republicanos, me siento escablemente honrado de estar.
And work hard they did. The sugar industry was booming just as well as the air conditioning and television industries. And it seems as though the Cuban government was on an all-time high. This was known as the special period because, along with the Cuban boom, was a $3 billion stipend from the Soviet Union, granting the Cuban government the ability to produce more goods than it ever had before. This was not to last, however, because soon the Soviet Union ran dry, forcing Cuban government to have to accept tourism as its final option.
Hey, ¿qué estás haciendo?
Señor Castro,
¿Qué?
we need food.
Ah,
We're starving.
La cucaracha. No pueden matar. La cucaracha.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sí.
What was that?
Mis llaves. No quiere aquí. Me gusta. Ah, bienvenidos.
Hello.
¿Qué es esto?
This is a U.S. dollar. A dollar from the Los Estados Unidos. ¿Te comprendes?
Ah, sí. A la chingada.
¿Qué?
La chingada, quítate, quítate. Ven, a todos. Vente para acá.
In 1993, the US dollar became legal tender in Cuba, but after only 10 years, Decree Law 140 was removed, and the US dollar became non-legal tender again in Cuba. Since relations were normalized with President Obama, US tender has now been legal in Cuba and it is legal to travel to Cuba.